Hundreds of protesters have gathered outside City Hall as the Rob Ford scandal continues.
And inside City Hall, Toronto councillors are calling for a change. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Wednesday, November 6th. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Centre here at the North Campus. I'm Caroline Brown. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Natalie Stoberman. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Caroline has our top story.
The furor over Mayor Rob Ford continues today at City Hall. One of the mayor's policy advisors, Brooks Barnett, resigned. Toronto's Executive Council, which includes the mayor's brother, Doug Ford, met this morning. At the same time, hundreds gathered in Nathan Phillips Square to demand the mayor step down. Yasmin Neal reports.
Some Toronto residents protested Rob Ford as their mayor today. Many were calling for his resignation after he confessed to smoking crack cocaine yesterday. Toronto Star's Robin Doolittle was the first to break the story back in May.
What I'm interested in watching at City Hall is what City Council does to deal with this mayor. He won't resign. He's indicated that. They can't impeach him. We're hearing that they're going to get tricky and try to remove funding from his office or strip the mayor of power so that he will remain leader of the city in name only. But it'll be a very interesting time.
The protests here at City Hall grew very quickly. Many Torontonians are showing their anger with Rob Ford.
Torontonians carried a variety of signs, all with the same message. Some protesters weren't impressed with his actions.
His apology yesterday was disingenuous at best, self-serving, and the fact that now him and his brother are going after Chief Bill Blair is pathetic.
He's not honest, he has no integrity, he has a lack of respect for Canadians, period, Torontonians especially.
As the afternoon carried on, the numbers grew to hundreds. Yasmin Neal, Humber News.
Toronto City councillors are trying to find ways to deal with Mayor Rob Ford as he continues to shrug off calls to step down. Here's a summary of their positions on what Ford should do. 26 members of council have stated that he should resign or take a leave of absence. Some of these are former Ford supporters. And 7 members, including the mayor's brother, Councillor Doug Ford, have said Ford should continue on. The remaining 11 members, bringing the total to 44, have refrained from commenting on the situation. Former Ford supporter, Councillor Denzel Minnan-Wong, intends to file a motion next Wednesday, the first time City Council is to meet since Ford admitted that he smoked crack cocaine. The motion would try to force Ford to take a temporary leave of absence. Councillor John Fillion has also drafted a motion that aims to restrict the mayor's powers.
Toronto City Council does not have the legal authority to remove Ford from office right away, but they do have options. Municipal law experts say that by law, the mayor is the city's chief executive officer and is required to uphold the purposes of the city. Councillors may apply for a court application arguing that Ford did not uphold those purposes. Legal experts also say members of the public or council could apply to the city's integrity commissioner on the basis that Ford has not demonstrated good conduct under the city's code of conduct.
Back on campus at Humber North, a lockdown exercise was held this morning. Erica Vella has the details.
At approximately 10:10 this morning, alarms alerted students that a lockdown simulation was in effect. The annual exercise is organized by Humber's Department of Public Safety in partnership with the Toronto Police. Humber's hallways quickly emptied as Toronto Police and campus security ushered students into nearby classrooms. Rob Kilfoyle, director of Humber's Public Safety, says it's important for students to realize Humber has a plan in case of an actual lockdown.
Take it seriously, that in the event of an actual incident, that they have a responsibility to get themselves into a secure location.
Students were urged to find a safe place and those in class were kept out of sight. Toronto Police Superintendent Ron Taverner says safety is the most important thing to remember during a lockdown exercise.
The first and most important thing is getting into that place of safety, getting into that locked room, being secure and safe. That's the most important.
Humber News asked students what they thought about the lockdown exercise.
It's beneficial because then we actually know what to do.
Well, it's pretty important that people take lockdown procedures and learn from the lockdown procedures because honestly, these days, you never know what can happen.
Both security officials and Humber students agree that these lockdown exercises help people feel safer when coming to school. Erica Vella, Humber News.
Thanks, Erica. The RCMP has released a sketch of the suspect believed to be involved in numerous sex assaults at the University of British Columbia. The most recent assault involved a young woman who was attacked from behind while walking home around 1 a.m. The suspect believed to be a white male in his late 20s to early 30s with a slim build and is around 6 feet tall. Investigators believe 6 victims have been attacked by this same man.
Students at an elementary school in Langley, British Columbia will not be playing tag at recess anymore. Coghlan Fundamental Elementary School is enforcing a new playground policy that does not allow kindergarten students to touch each other. The principal says there have been a number of injuries in the past, and so the no-touch policy includes no play fighting games, tag, or holding hands. Some parents say that they are disappointed that their children can't hold hands or hug their friends.
When we come back, we'll have more news from across the country and around the world. Jonathan Rumley will have the sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with Rachel Landry.
Don't be fooled by our higher than average temperatures. They won't last for long, and you'll need to keep your umbrellas handy. I'll have your 5-day weather forecast after the break.